This tranquil existence, however, was shattered one fateful day when Pandu, momentarily forgetting the curse of the rishi, succumbed to desire and touched the arm of his beloved wife Madri. The curse was swift in its vengeance. In an instant, Pandu fell to his death. Madri, overwhelmed by grief and unable to bear the loss of her husband, chose to take her own life. This tragedy left Kunti as the sole parent of the five Pandava brothers. With a heavy heart, Kunti resolved to return to her family to the palace of Hastinapur. Upon their arrival, they were welcomed back, but not everyone in the family shared the same joy upon their return. Yudhishthir, the eldest son of the Pandavas, was the rightful crown prince. Yet, Dhritarashtra, blinded by his ambitions for his eldest son Duryodhan, yearned for the throne. Queen Gandhari's brother Shakuni further fueled the growing animosity between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, intensifying the rift within the family. Despite these tensions, a semblance of harmony was achieved, and Bhishma took it upon himself to train the princess in their royal duties and martial skills. As time passed, a fierce rivalry developed between Duryodhan and Bhim. Bhim, known for his immense strength, often bested the Kaurava brothers in wrestling matches, humiliating them in front of their peers. Meanwhile, Arjun, gifted in the arts of warfare, excelled in all forms of combat training. One day, while playing in the fields, the princes found themselves in a predicament where their ball fell into the bottom of the well. In his attempt to retrieve the items, Yudhishthir accidentally lost his ring as it slipped from his finger and fell into the depths alongside the ball. As the young princes struggled to devise a plan to recover their possessions, an archer happened to pass by. Observing their plight, he collected reeds from the surrounding area and skillfully shot the first reed into the ball. He continued this method, shooting subsequent reeds into the end of the previous one, eventually forming a long chain that reached the top of the well. With this clever device, he was able to pull out the ball. Next, the archer removed an arrow from his quiver, recited a mantra, and shot the arrow into the well. To the prince's astonishment, the arrow returned, bearing Yudhishthir's lost ring. Overjoyed, the princes invited the archer to accompany them back to the palace to meet their granduncle Bhishma. As they walked, the archer concealed a mixture of sadness and a deep-seated desire for revenge in his eyes, hinting at a future that was yet to unfold.